to have Xavier Dhanraj sir, First Secretary of Embassy of India and Coordinating Officer of ICC. Thank you, sir, for honoring us with your valuable presence. I also extend a warm welcome to a renowned educator and our guest of honor, Sri Pramod Kumar sir, Principal of Loyola International School, for gracing this occasion. I welcome all the embassy officers, their families, teachers, parents, and all the dignitaries for gracing this occasion. I also welcome ICC President Sri P.N. Baburajan ji. He is main guiding force behind all the celebrations in ICC. A warm welcome to all the school principals for gracing this occasion. My affectionate welcome to all the children present here to celebrate Children's Day. On behalf of all the parents and teachers, I must say to all the children that we love you so much with your all the mistakes. You are precious and you make our life colorful and beautiful. Today, we have two beautiful and talented anchors, Ahna Raz of Olive International School and Amna Islam of Doha Modern Indian School, to make us enjoy this day with fun and laughter. Please help me welcome Miss Ahna Raz and Miss Amna Islam.
A child can always teach an adult three things: to be happy for no reason, to be always busy with something, and know how to demand with all his might what you want. Good evening and happy Children's Day to all the guests and my friend. I am immensely excited about today's event, Children's Day. Children are the living messages we send to the time we will not see. I, Ahana Raj of Olive International School, will be co-hosting this astonishing event with Amna Aslam, and we are thrilled to host this event.
Without children, the world would be devoid of sunshine, laughter, and love. That's why children are the most precious creation, and we should protect, love, and guide them with all our might. A very good evening to all the dignitaries, delegates, respected parents, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Amna Islam from Doha Modern Indian School, and I will be co-hosting this program for this evening, along with my fellow member Ahana Raj. We are thankful to the ICC management for providing us with this opportunity on the occasion of Children's Day. Happy Children's Day to all. The national anthem is a profound part of our lives. I now request everyone to rise for the Qatar national anthem, followed by the Indian national anthem.
Good evening, everyone. There's a request. As soon as we finish the national anthems, we would request all the children to join in front of the stage from among the audience for a group photograph so that we commemorate this evening and celebrate Children's Day with the inauguration by the children. Thank you, everyone. We can start the national anthem.
marapag diya Pero sa sakahura kandas nubero Alpia Siru wala niru na siru Wala diya Alpia Kagramitan pisi Kumas Kumatil na yaw ang nida Kumatil yaw ang kada Jawari mo yaw ang biga Pagsaman di marapasaman Pagsaman di marapagdiya Sa sakahol na kandas nuberuben Alpia Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Kawi, Kalabanga India, Himachal, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchala, Jalanika Tava Shiva Name Gahe Tava Shiva Ashish Mahe Gahe Tava Jaya Gata Jana Jana Mangala Gaeta Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vigata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He
Good evening. Can we have all the kids, the Bacha party? Grade year 10 and below, age 10 and below can come and stand in front of the stage. Can you come in front? Come in front. Girl, stand here, Excuse me. Hi.
Thank you, everyone. Kindly take your seats. Now we request and invite all the dignitaries on the dais. Chief Guest Shri Xavier Dhanraj Sir, Guest of Honor Shri Pramod Kumar Sir, ICC Chairman, ICC Vice President, and ICC General Secretary.
A genuine smile of welcome can take a bad day into a good one. Let us welcome our beautiful Samriddhi Panwar of Ideal Indian School for the welcome speech. To welcome all.
Every child is like a different kind of flower, and all together they make this world a beautiful garden. Good evening to one and all present here. I am Samriddhi Pamar, student of Ideal Indian School, and it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all on the behalf of the ICC Student Forum to this wonderful evening. I feel really fortunate to be given the opportunity to welcome you all in this wonderful evening. First of all, I would like to wish you all a very happy Children's Day. Children are like buds in a garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured, as they are the future of the nation and the citizens of tomorrow. This inspirational quote by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru tells us how affectionate he was to the children. As today, we are all here to celebrate Children's Day, I would like to extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest, Shri Xavier Dhanraj Sir, First Secretary of Embassy of India and Coordinating Officer of ICC. Your presence is a huge boost to all of us and a great encouragement to all the young talents. Welcome, sir. I also extend a warm welcome to our guest of honor, Shri Pramod Kumar Sir, Principal of Loyola International School, for gracing this occasion. Welcome, sir. I also welcome all the embassy officers, their families, school principals, all the dignitaries of the community and coordinating teachers present here for their valuable presence and support. Your presence adds an immense value to today's session. We are truly delighted to welcome ICC President P.N. Baburajan Sir. Your love and affection towards us will really encourage us to do the best in ourselves. We thank you, sir, for this Children's Day evening and giving us this opportunity to come on a common platform and learn to contribute our best. Welcome, sir. With immense admiration and affection, I welcome to all the parents, invited guests and ICC members who have taken time to attend this session. Fellow students, I would like to explain a special welcome for you for your enthusiastic support by showing interest in today's session. Your presence here shows that you recognize the importance of today's theme. You're all welcome. It's my pleasure to extend a heartfelt welcome to the Vice President, Shri Subramanya Hebagelu, General Secretary Krishna Kumar Bandakavi, and all the esteemed members of the ICC committee for putting this session together for the benefit of everyone. I welcome you all. Last but not the least, I wholeheartedly welcome you all to program of Facebook Live, YouTube Live, encouraging us on social media platform. I'd like to conclude by saying don't educate children to be rich. Educate them to be happy so they know the value of things and not the price. Once again, a hearty welcome to one and all for joining and enjoy the session. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Samriddhi. Good people surrounding you are the real achievements, not the possessions. We are profusely elated to take an opportunity to invite our chief guest of the day, Shri Xavier Dhanratsa, the first Secretary of Embassy of India and Coordinating Officer of ICC, to kindly address the gathering. Sir, please.
Dear children, before wishing you for the Children's Day, I wish you happy holidays. So you all got 1 month holiday. So happy holidays first, then comes the happy Children's Day. So luckily we got FIFA and we got 1 month leave also. Dear parents and beloved children present here, so everyone happy Children's Day. So I was informed that I have to inaugurate the event, and then there is a keynote speaker. So I won't take much of your time. I won't bore you. I'll comment on two things: how children are brutal. You must have seen my daughter. So she was sitting there. Then when the keynote speaker came, Mr. Pramod Kumar, I told her, "You come this side." So brought her, she felt unhappy. So, are you okay? No, I'm not okay. Then I shifted from here. They such innocent souls they are. They speak what they feel. They are brutally honest. That honesty, that innocence is what we all will lose when we grow over time. I happened to read some statements during the Children's Day that during our childhood, so our teachers, our parents keep asking what you want to be. So we all say we want to be a doctor, we want to be an engineer, whatnot. And then when we grow, and what you want to be, I want my childhood back. We want the childhood back. That's what. When you attain the childhood, when you grow life, is when you become aged. When you cross the middle age and you become aged, the life cycle, again our grandparents, our aged parents are like children. So you born and you become a child and you grow, and then when you become aged, they are a child. In fact, one of the poet in Tamil literature has written, the aged parents or grandparents are like children. So the life cycle starts with a child and ends like a child. They become so innocent, they become so what to say, to connote with some names, so they become child again. That's how our life cycle. So we are always born as a child and end as a child. And before I conclude my inaugural speech, I'll tell two Tirukural which would convey what is the responsibility of the parent to the child, what is the responsibility of the child to the parent. So with that, I'll just conclude. These two Tirukurals will convey the wholesome, what is the purpose of it. So it tells about the importance of the children in a family. So what is the responsibility of the father? It says, Tandai Mahanukku Aatrum Udavi Avayathu Mundiruppa செயல். It means the responsibility of the father is when a group of people, when a group of people is there and your child is being noticed, recognized in the crowd. So he is recognized as a separate person because of his noble attitude, noble characters, and finally because of his education. The responsibility of the father is making your child noticed, recognized when there is a crowd. It's a learned people. It's called Avayam. In olden days, just think in king's era 2000 years before, in a king's court, when people are present and your son should be recognized by the king. That's what the meaning. But if you put it across to the current situation, you can relate it. Now, what is the responsibility of the son to his father? மகன் தந்தைக்கு ஆற்றும் உதவி இவன் தந்தை என்னோற்றான் எனும் சொல். What the responsibility of the child to the father is, when the society look at a person, when the society look at your children, the society should ask, who is his father, who is his mother? That should be the responsibility of the children to the father. So that's how they have to grow, and that's how the identity should be for the father and the children in the life. Finally, I conclude with one more Tirukural. It talks about the mother and child relationship. ஈன்ற பொழுதிற் பெரிதுவக்கும் தன் மகனை சான்றோன் என கேட்ட தாய். Child born, the happiest person on the world is the mother when the child is born in this world. The mother will become all the more happiest. Happier than the moment of giving birth to a baby is when the child become a very learned, educated child in the society. So, the pleasure, the happiness of a mother when the child born, you cannot count it with numbers, you cannot measure it in this world. That is the level of happiness. But when the child learns and become a learned person in the society, the happiness of the mother is much more higher than when she gave birth to that child. So that is what the happiness of the mother. So dear parents, so I have told what is the responsibility of the parent to your son, your daughter. Likewise, though they are all small, they may not understand. So the child responsibility to the father and mother, when they grow in life, seeing them, the society should envy who are their parents. And that should be the responsibility of the kids. Finally, the happiness when a person learns and well educated in the society, what the pleasure, what is the happiness that mother derives out of it. So this is what I wanted to convey on this special day. I wish good luck, best wishes, and God's blessing to all our kids and children present here. And thank you so much for being on this. And it's very rare to see the hall fill on the Children's Day. I can see one children is there, two parent or one parent are here. So I could see the reason why the hall is full today. So thank you so much. Some of the characters which a child has to have is you can what we are generations. Our grandmother, grandfather expected something from our father and mother. Like quite as a parent, we are expecting for our children. When they grow, they will expect from their children. Some of the qualities and characters are getting away or being dying down. So these characters are going to be very important when 10, 20 years. So that are all the noble characters which as a parent you have to keep inculcate and educate to your kids, and that will become, our children will become a kind of unique when they grow in their life. So thank you so much on this day being present here, and I thank the keynote speaker for sparing his time and present here today. And sorry I took you a lot of time, and I leave it to the keynote speaker. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for showering us with all the ideas and inspiration. Now I would like to invite our guest of honor and keynote speaker, Shri Pramod Kumar, sir, Principal of Loyola International School, to address the gathering and enlighten today's event.
Good evening, everyone. Honorable guest, Shri Javier Dhanraj, ICC President Shri Babu Rajanji. I think he's occupied here and there, but his presence is felt here. The Vice President, Mr. Subramaniam, the Secretary, Shri Krishna Kumarji. Then we have the Chairman of the Advisory Committee to ICC, Shri Prasad Kaudru sir, and all the officials associated with ICC and the embassy. And above all, dear parents and lovely, lovely children. I don't think that after Mr. Javier Dhanraj's address, any kind of a keynote speech is required. Perhaps this is not the occasion for giving any kind of a keynote address, because we all are here to enjoy the performances of our children. I don't think that kind of a keynote address is required, but still I admire and offer my respect to Shri Javier Dhanraj for making my things quite simple. Or in other words, some of the things which I ought to say have already been said. So don't worry, I am not here to make a long speech, and I don't want to be any kind of obstacle between you and your kids who are going to perform very soon on the stage. But having said this, since I have been invited, I thought that let me share my thoughts and ideas with you. I would like to definitely start with that the first idea given by Javier Dhanraj, that the children are really innocent, and he shared an anecdotal record which immediately just a couple of minutes before happened. Yes, no doubt, the children are innocent. They are fearless. They are very expressive. They are very observant. Sometimes we adults don't understand what the child is seeing in us. We need to be very, very careful when children are around us. Only because of one reason, that they are very observant. They learn the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we do the things. They learn and pick up easily. And this is the age that the lot of grasping is happening. I would urge and request those children who are going to perform on the stage, if they can also pay attention to some of the things which I am going to share with you. Because this period of childhood in anyone's life is the precious period, most enjoyable period. Because of these few reasons which I shared with you, that children are very observant, very expressive. They don't hesitate before they express. Like the girl did not hesitate at all in conveying that my seat is being occupied by someone. I am not happy. And that's a true answer. That's an honest opinion. But the way we grow, we become adult, we start thinking about others, what the others will feel about me, what the others will think about me if I will behave in a certain fashion, in a certain manner. That kind of a thought process is not there in the children, and that is why it is said that they are very fearless. Everybody would like to enjoy the childhood, and the childhood, if I would like to explain then I have only 3 reasons to explain for a childhood. And children, those of you who are here, please pay attention to this very important fact. What are you supposed to do during your childhood? Number 1, eat well. Number 2, play well. And number 3, study well. Is there any fourth thing? If you would like to say fourth thing, then sleep well. But children will certainly, without any efforts, will definitely sleep well. It's a natural instinct. It's a natural thing which is going to happen to them. But ultimately only, so who is the person on this earth who would like to have only these 3 things? Who would not like to have only these 3 things? The one, eat well, play well, and study well. This is the responsibility during their childhood. They are free from worries. They are not bothered about their future. But it is we adults, me as a teacher, you as a parent, worry them unnecessarily about their future. You will agree with me that what during your childhood you studied or in your college you studied perhaps is of no use today. What kind of a profession you are doing? I fail to understand that there are engineers being produced by the good engineering colleges, but ultimately those engineers, after that, they do MBA and they go for a different kind of a job. I asked almost thousands of students, my own students, after passing out class 12, after completing their graduation, and I asked them, please tell me the job which you are doing, how much this job is helping, how much your experience, the certificate, the degree which you acquired, is that degree is helping you in doing this job. And in 100% answer, may not be 100, 99% answer, sir, whatever I studied in my college and my school, it's no more required, not at all required. Why are we unnecessarily killing their childhood? This is the message I want to give to the parents and to the teachers. My fellow colleague, Mr. Shibu, the principal of the Nobel School, is also sitting here with me, and we normally discuss about these things. We unnecessarily become worried about their future. The jobs which are existing at present were not existing a decade before and 2 decades before. The jobs after a decade and 2 decades are not predictable. And nobody trained these young people who are doing these present day jobs. Nobody taught them. And gone are those days when knowledge was power in the hands of a teacher and in the hands of the students, that if you will read more, you will learn more, you will do well. No. Because now, each one of you has a very small device in your hand. Rather, many of you must be having more than 2 devices even. And whatever you want immediately, you immediately search it onto the net, the information is available to you. So my message, especially to the children, that eat well, play well, enjoy well, and study well. And to the parents, do not unnecessarily force them beyond a certain point. I will add 2 more things before I conclude. There is a very ancient African proverb, and that says, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. The meaning is that it is not easy task to raise a child, to do upbringing of a child. The entire village is required. Entire village meaning the entire community is required. So not only the parents, the father and mother, the grandmother, grandparents, the uncles and aunts, the neighborhood people, the community around, everybody requires to nurture a child, and then the child grows. So please do not snatch the childhood from these young kids who want to live happily and make us happy by their innocent gestures. Their responses are not predictive. Their responses are not thought beforehand. They are not prejudices. If some joke is being said in a society, different people will laugh in a different style and they will think twice before laughing at the joke. But if a child sees any funny thing, he will not bother about anyone and he will give his natural smile and laugh to everyone. And he will make others laugh. He will make others feel happy. But at the same time, I would like to give a message to the children also, and this is the last time I want your attention here, please. Please understand that your parents and your teachers are your true well-wishers. You are immature, but your parents and your teachers have seen the world, have seen the life. If they are guiding you, then please do accept their guidance. Do believe them, trust them, and obey them. This is your responsibility, because they are true well-wishers. They are not your enemies. And the friends among whom you enjoy your company throughout the day, they are also immature with you. So they will never ever give you a matured guidance. You should have a blind faith in your parents and in your teachers in the school. Give them your respect, and once you give them respect, see the kind of a love which you are going to get. Love in abundance. The love in abundance which you are going to get and that you deserve. And at the same time, please understand that it is your birthright to get a quality education. Why do you deprive yourself from this right of yours to get a quality education? Think over in these things. I have shared my thoughts enough. I think this is not the right occasion to give long speeches. We all are eagerly waiting to see the thrilling performances by these young kids. Thank you very much for inviting me. Happy Children's Day.
Thank you, sir, for those motivating words. We acknowledge the presence of ICC President Shri P.N. Babarajan, sir. Welcome, sir. To kindly address this gathering.
Good evening, respected dignitaries, dear parents and children. Today we gathered here to celebrate Children's Day. It was on 14th November, but you know that the schools are closing on Thursday, so we thought we'll make it on today, Thursday. So all parents and children getting little free time to attend. And same time I was thinking, instead of making a culture program and speech, we'll ask all children to come and play in this hall and outside. But I don't think then parents will accept that point and bring their children to here. But finally, after seeing many children are playing around, it is a good, at least they are learning something, our culture, from this gathering. Like our principal sir is mentioned, the three important, then he added one more: eat well, play well, sleep well, and study well. But I want to add one more. Please, in study, you please include learn about your culture, which you will get from your parents. not from your WhatsApp. Genuine culture you learn from your parents and your teachers and your neighbors and your friends. That is most important, because I know academic qualification is very important for our future involvement and settlement, but same time the culture also much important to wherever we want to accommodate ourselves. You know what's happening in the world. Many places there are violence. Even I feel where I will send my daughter next year for her higher study, because most of the places, many kind of things are happening. So to avoid that, all children, the new generation, want to learn good things, some good things from their parents and their environment. That's only I want to say now, and because I know you are all waiting for the cultural program, so we will go for that. Once again, thank you for accepting our invitation, and sir, once again, thanks to all.
Thank you, sir. It was indeed motivating and great learning for us. May I kindly request all the management committee members of ICC to join on stage for a group photograph. I request all the dignitaries to please take their seat. Gratitude can transform common days into thanksgivings, turn routine job into joy. I would like to invite Sai Likhit Gadda to deliver the vote of thanks.
Childhood means simplicity. Look at the world in the child's eye. It's beautiful. I, Sai Likhit of Birla Public School, take this opportunity to propose the vote of thanks for this wonderful event. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Children's Day. Children's Day emphasizes the importance of children in shaping the country's future. I'm extremely thankful for our chief guest, Sri Xavier Dhanraj Sir, First Secretary of Embassy of India and Coordinating Officer of ICC, for taking his precious time out of his day to make it to this event and enlightening us with his words of wisdom. We are honored by your presence. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to express my gratitude to our guest of honor, Sri Pramod Kumar Sir, Principal of Loyola International School, who has graced us with his eminent presence and guidance. Thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the embassy officers, their families, dignitaries of the community, school principals, and lovable guests for your continuous support. I genuinely and trustfully thank ICC President Sri P. N. Baburajan Sir. His actions inspire us to participate. He instills us hope for success and belief in ourselves. Thank you, sir. I'm extremely thankful to all the school teachers, coordinating teachers, special invitees, well-wishers for the silent witness and encouragement. I express my gratitude to all the loving parents, enthusiastic students who all are present here today and also who have taken part in this wonderful event and making it a successful one. I would like to congratulate the entire team who was part of this grand event. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome, Vice President Sir, Mr. Subramanya Habligu, General Secretary Krishna Kumar Bandakavi, and all the committee members for their hard work and dedication for making this event possible. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Kamla Thakur ma'am, the program coordinator, for her efforts, without which the event would have not been so successful and a memorable one. Thank you, ma'am. I thank everyone who is watching this program on social media and encouraging us on social media platforms. Last but not least, my sincere thanks to ICC Student Forum for giving me this wonderful opportunity to propose the vote of thanks. Without taking up any more time, I would like to end with a short quote. The best way to keep children good is to make them happy. Thank you and have a great evening.
It's the show time now. It's the time that we've all been waiting for.
I invite all of International School to perform Arbo dance.
देखो देखो क्या वो पेड़ है, चादर ओढ़े या खड़ा कोई। हे देखो देखो क्या वो पेड़ है, चादर ओढ़े या खड़ा कोई। बारिश है या आसमान ने छोड़ दिए हैं नल खुले कहीं। हो हम जैसे देखे ये जहां है वैसा ही, जैसी नजर अपनी खुल के सोचे आओ, पंख जरा फैलाओ, रंग नए बिखराओ। चलो 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 नए ख्वाब बुन ले सापा धारे गारे गामा पासा बम 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 बोले बम चिक बोले और मस्ती में डोले बम बम बोले मस्ती में डोले बम बम बोले मस्ती में तू डोल रे बम बम बोले मस्ती में डोले बम बम बोले मस्ती में तू डोल रे भला मछलियां भी क्यों उड़ती नहीं ऐसे भी सोचो ना सोचो सूरज रोज नहाए या बाल भिगो के ये बुद्धू बनाए हमें ये सारे तारे टिमटिमाए या फिर गुस्से में कुछ बड़बड़ाते रहे खुल के सोचे आओ पंख जरा फैलाओ रंग नए बिखराओ चलो 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 नए ख्वाब बुन ले रट रट के क्यों टैंकर फुल आंखें बंद तो डब्बा गुल ओए बंद दरवाजे खोल रे हो जा बिंदास बोल रे मैं भी हूँ तू भी है ओ मैं भी तू भी हम सब मिलके बम चिक बम 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 बम
Wow, that was a super performance by Loyola International School. Please give them a huge round of applause. Our next performer is Birla Public School. It's a Marathi folk dance. Let's go.
कोली सोरील्या डोली र मुंबईच्या किनारी अगं मारतीन कोली हानलन गोली ग चल जाऊ बाजारी कोली सोरील्या डोली र मुंबईच्या किनारी अगं मारतीन कोली हानलन गोली ग चल जाऊ बाजारी लोकांच्या नजरा परतीन गो तुझ्यावरी चला कपारू करते स्यो नखरा चल जाऊ बाजारी बेसावच्या बाजारी लोकांच्या नजरा परतीन गो तुझ्यावरी कला कपारू करते स्यो नखरा चल जाऊ बाजारी चल ग पारू आयली ही हिरो कर बाजारची तयारी नसर्गाची टोपली माथ्यावर ठेवून इकूजा बाजारी पाला काठेरी मावर दिसतई सोनेरी शेरे काका ताज है मावर पारूचे फल्यावरी अरे खोलियो नाकवा दर्यांची हानतई मावर सोनेरी मुंबईच्या किनारी अग मारतीन कोली हानल्यान गोली ग चल जाऊ बाजारी
Wow, it was fantastic. I invite Olive International School to perform Arbo dance.
All the best. Thank you.
Let's go.
Hoy mi gente viene aquí a celebrar. Todos nos vamos a quedar hasta el final. Digan si sienten el amor que quieren dar. Como una ola que nadie puede parar.
East to west, high and low, up and down our patio. East to west, high and low, it's going down.
Bienvenido, welcome
C'est toujours quand on pense savoir tout fait tout dit qu'on réalise que le bonheur est dans des choses bien plus subtiles. De bon augure comme un salam ou un sourire. C'est évident qu'on atteindra le toit du monde de tous unis. East to west, high and low, up and down our patio. Tonight,
el panorama, el juego, la fiebre, viviendo en tu sala, el deporte, la música, dime ahora que no para.
Souvenir de moi, j'ai fait des kilomètres, les yeux pleins d'étoiles, avec la main sur le cœur. Garde un souvenir de moi, j'ai fait des kilomètres, les yeux pleins d'étoiles, avec la main sur le cœur.
Wow, it was energetic performance. I invite MES Indian School for Ore PRA. Wow, it was a really super performance. Now I invite Rajagiri Public School for a folk dance.
be
energetic. Now I invite Noble International School, and the dance name is Saranga Dharya.
It was a fantastic performance. Put your hands together to welcome the Rove Dance from MES International School.
That was a fantastic performance. Our next performer is Greenwood International School with Dholi Dada.
Please appreciate them with a big round of applause. Please welcome Brilliant International School for a semi-classical dance.
Junuta, dimta, kirdaka junuta, dimta, kirdaka junuta, dumta, dumta na 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 na, dum ta na 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 na, dum agapa, dum ta na na de na 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 na, dum agasa, ragda dum da 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 di ra na 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 na, da 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 dum da 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 dum da da dum da na 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 de na 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 dum kirta na di ra na. Gama gama maga ma ba maga zani sa dan dhira na gama gama maga ma ba maga zani sa dan dhira na gama gama maga ma ba maga zani sa. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. Gama ba ma gama ba gama sa gama ba ma gama ba gama sa ma ba ni ba gama. Gama ba ma gama za 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 se acalmaba. I'm in love with your body. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why.
Niri bama ba niri bama ba ga re sa ni.
Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why.
Pa ni sa sa pa ni sa sa pa ni sa sa.
Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why.
Ga re ni sa ba ga re sa ni da ba.
Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why.
Thank you for super performance. Next, I will invite Shantiniketan Indian School with Peacock Dance.
a very lively performance. Now I invite Doha Modern Indian School.
रूप रंग सजाऊं, मेहंदी हाथा में लगवाऊं, पायल कंगन भी मंगवाऊं, फिर नीर भरण में जाऊं, पायल कंगन भी मंगवाऊं, फिर नीर भरण में जाऊं, घूंघट काना सा काढूं ना कसर घालूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी। गाँव में होवेगा आज खुड़का जुत्ती मड़कड़ आड़ी पहरो, छिड़ेगी बहुआ में तकरार जब मैं हवा की तरिया लहर। गाँव में होवेगा आज खुड़का जुत्ती मड़कड़ आड़ी पहरो, छिड़ेगी बहुआ में तकरार जब मैं हवा की तरिया लहरूं। सोने की गुट्ठी गले में हार डालूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी। झुमके काना के ने लाने मोटा पैरना से कोका, टिक्का लाल रंग का लाना देना तागड़ी ते। झुमके काना के ने लाने मोटा पैरना से कोका, टिक्का लाल रंग का लाना देना तागड़ी ते मौका। मेरी चोटी न्यू बोले ढूंगे गेल हालूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी। मेरा बलम कमावे चोखे लाने चुंदड़ में सितारे, मेरा बलम कमावे चोखे लाने चुंदड़ में सितारे। मुकेश जाजी तेरी कलमियां लिखे गीत प्यारे, होठा पे लाली आँखा काजल गालूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी, 52 गज का दामन पैर में टक चलूंगी।
It was a joyous performance. Today's final performance is from Podar Pearl School with a Haryanvi dance. Please give them a huge round of applause.
Wow, it was a fantastic performance. Speech is power, speech is pursued to convert and to compel. Now I would like to welcome our first speaker, Sahana Nagarajan of Birla Public School.
Time is not measured by the passing of years, but by what one does, what one feels, and what one achieves. With an inspiring quote by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, I, Sahana Nagarajan of Grade 10 Birla Public School, is here to present a discourse about Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, sweetly identified and named as Chacha Nehru. A very good evening to all the dignitaries, parents, students, and to all physically and digitally present to celebrate the Children's Day to pay tribute to our great leader, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The first Prime Minister of India loved the people so dearly. He became the idol of millions. Pandit Nehru, a great lover of children, said, "Children are the real wealth of the nation." To him, they were the future builders of the country. The children too reciprocated his love by calling him Chacha Nehru. He was a person of great love for the country. Pandit Nehru was born on 14th November 1889 at Allahabad. Nehru and his entire family lived in a large house called Anand Bhavan in Allahabad. Motilal Nehru, father of Jawaharlal Nehru, was a barrister by profession. Jawaharlal Nehru was brought up with immense luxury and comfort. He led a lavish life. At the age of 15, he went to England to study. Though he was brought up amidst immense luxury and glory, it did not restrict him from mingling with general masses and the feeling of their pulse. India has been the home to many great freedom fighters and world leaders. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru is one among them. Under Mahatma Gandhi's guidance, Nehru took an active part in the freedom struggle. During one of his jail periods, he wrote the book, The Discovery of India. He also wrote a series of letters to his daughter Indira, telling her about the rich social and cultural heritage of India and the importance of the freedom struggle. He himself was thrown into prison 11 times, but the sacrifice did not go in vain. And on the midnight of August 14, 1947, it was given to Nehru to declare, "Long year ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge." Nehru was one of the most prominent members of the Constituent Assembly. Nehru always wanted to make India a modern and civilized country. He laid the foundation of democracy in India. He was ruled by the spirit of democracy and freedom. A great leader who followed the principles of democracy in India, a country which was in the throat of poverty, illiteracy, and communal tension. Nehru was not a strategist. Nehru possessed the ability to dream, and his achievements are innumerable and unmatched. He died on 27th May 1964. Leaving behind the rich heritage of planning and development. He created a network of educational, technical, and medical institutions. Under him, India embarked 5-year plans and industrialization. He believed that industries would be the temples of modern India. His dynamic leadership was a phenomenal success and propelled India onto the path of self-reliance. Let us not leave Nehru behind in text, in pictures, in monuments and memories. His dreams still remain dreams. Let us work together to make them reality. Our leaders must pick up threads from where he left them. It is imperative that all the Indian leaders renew the pledge taken by Nehru on the eve of independence and abide by it for all time to come. Happy Children's Day. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you, Sahana. If you have the words, there's always a chance that you will find the way. Our Our next speaker is Jessica. If we nurture the dreams of our children, the world will be blessed. If we destroy them, the world is doomed. Happy Children's Day and good evening to all. I'm Jessica from Birla Public School, and I'm here to talk about the important roles played by Nehruji after independence. Jawaharlal Nehru was an important figure in the India's independence movement and independent India's first leader and prime minister. He was often called Pandit Nehru. Pandit means wise man. Nehru was a man of modern thinking. He always wanted to make India a more modern and civilized country. He always wanted India to go in a forward direction. Despite the cultural and religious differences in the country, he had an idea of India and Indians. In post-independent India, Nehru, being the first prime minister, has to build everything from scratch. He always wanted India to go in a forward direction. Nehru built India brick by brick and laid strong foundation of a strong parliamentary democracy and all modern institutions and a system of governance. When we talk about new India, strong India, self-reliant India, make in India, we must not forget that its foundation was built by Nehru. It is because of him today that we have AIIMs, IITs, IIMs, Bakr Namgal Dam, Hirakund, BARC, Indian Space Program, BHEL, steel plants, and other industrial complexes which are essential for the development of a newly independent country like India. He was a capable leader, an orator, and a man of great love for the nation. As he was a prominent leader, Nehru is also known as the modern architect of our country. Nehru believed in the ideals of the peaceful coexistence and worked tirelessly to deliver an international fraternity directive. The country has always earned appreciation from the world under Nehruji's leadership. Nehru has influenced multiple energy and agriculture ventures by building a comprehensive network of scientific, educational, and medical institutions. However, there was a pressure of religious freedom in the country. At that time, the only motive was to unite the country. With all the pressures, Jawaharlal Nehru led the country in scientific and modern efforts. Most importantly, Jawaharlal Nehru had a great achievement. He changed the ancient Hindu law. It helped the Hindu widows a lot. The change had given women equal rights like men, the right of inheritance and property. He stood for self-respect, honesty, integrity, and self-esteem of an individual, and highly believed in the system of governance. Today, we proudly call India self-sufficient in food, a vibrant democracy, a secular and emerging superpower. We have nuclear power, space power, and whatnot. All credits goes to Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and his great vision for India. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Now I invite Sejal Verma to give off her speech.
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru shaped the destiny of India and Indians therefore. One cannot think of India without Chacha Nehru. He became natural leaders of India by sheer hard work, purity of thoughts, readiness of work for the motherland of the people. Good evening, everyone. I, Sejal of Birla Public School, is going to share the thoughts of great leaders about Jawaharlal Nehru. Nehru was a Gandhian, keeping the aspirations of people, a newly independent country, at the center. Gandhi rightly said about Nehru at a prayer meeting that, by the grace of God, we have a gem of a man and in our midst who wants to embrace the whole world. Should we not maintain the peace if only to honor him? Homi Baba said, although not practicing a scientist, Jawaharlal Nehru's personality revealed throughout the essential attributes of a real man. No man-made barriers, his essential humility, his constant willingness to learn and to teach. You thanked the UN Secretary General, said, Few men of his age have left their mark of history of their country as he was, responsible as he was for the policies of one of the largest countries in the world. He had affected the course of world events. Dr. S. Radhakrishnan said he had loved the liberty not merely for one of his own people, but for all the people in the world. He therefore expressed sympathy and support for all liberation movements in Africa, Asia, and South America. He believed in liberty, and all without distinction of class, country, and creed. Nehru was a great believer in world peace and the concept of one world community. No one has showed greater faith and allegiance to the Charter of the UN than Nehru. Dr. Zakir Hussain said one of the great educators of our time, Sri Nehru, made the common people aware of their rights and duties and provided them with the means for making the state policy serve the general interests. Lal Bahadur Shastri, Jawaharlal the revolutionary, the statesman, the visionary, and the incomparable writer. How many facts there are to his greatness. The torch left behind has to be kept burning, an India of his dream, but built up. He died on 27th May 1964. He left behind the rich heritage of planning and development. He is and will be known for being the visionary and his beliefs for the unity of the country and liberty of mankind. Thank you.
Thank you, Sejal.
You are alive as long as you are dancing, because dance is the hidden language of the soul. So break free and dance like a bird.
Although today was a short-lived moment, I'm sure that we will all meet again soon. Parting is such a sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow. Good night, Shubh Ratri, Sabah al-Khair, and see you again soon. Thank you.
I request Kamla Thakur ji to come onto the stage, please. Kamla Thakur. And all the performers who are available here, please come onto the stage. All the performers, can you come onto the stage? Kamla Thakur ji. Where is Call Kamla. Come. We have formed the Students' Forum in our last year with the leadership of Kamla ji. And today's performances compiled by her, one of the best in students group. I would like to thank her for her efforts, and she has done an exemplary job today, and nobody could stand out till the dances were going on. All top class dances, and then your selection was fantastic, madam. Thank you very much for your efforts. Thank you, sir. All dancers who are all available here, please come for the photograph. Group photos, please.
Sound off.